Oh yes, it's time to talk about Mario Party again. What's going on? It's Cyroth here, bringing you a new Nintendo video, and today I'm going to be talking about many things concerning Mario Party, including Mario Party the Top 100 as a game on its own, as well as the potential of Mario Party coming to the Nintendo Switch, all that stuff in general, just intertwined into one video for your viewing pleasure. Now, unless you've been living under a rock, Mario Party the Top 100 has recently released, and it's come out to some fairly meh reception, you know. I don't think it's been as destroyed as I was expecting it would be, but it hasn't been praised either. The great thing about Mario Party the Top 100 is that it's bringing in many mini games from the series past, the beloved ones that many people think are some of the best aspects about a specific Mario Party game. Oh, I love Mario Party 5 because it has the best minigames, stuff like that. And Nintendo is bringing all of those games into one with what they believe is the 100 greatest in the history of Mario Party. And while this would seem like a fantastic idea, there are many problems with it that bog down the experience. The first one, being the main one in my opinion, is that there are no normal boards. You can make the argument that Mario Party is fantastic without the boring board gameplay of the series past. And Nintendo was completely right to move it to a more action-based idea. And I salute you, sir, for thinking that. However, I agree with the general consensus. I like Mario Party with the regular boards, turn-based, on a TV in my house, and I'll get to that part about the TV in a second. Okay, while the minigames are a great part of Mario Party, the second most important part of it, in my opinion, the number one part, which helps that number two part, is giving context for which to play those mini games and having a reason for people to get passionate about these little annoying games that they play in the middle of their board game. Three of us land on a blue space, and this one person that lands on the red space, yeah, you're gonna be the one in the 1 versus 3. See, that's some context right there. I enjoy that. Now, in Mario Party the Top 100, you do get to move around a little bit and land on different spaces, and those will do things and whatnot, but it's more action based like Mario Party Star Rush, which I did not mind. And now I just want to get this out of the way. I don't hate Mario Party the Top 100 either. I think it's great that it's bringing back all those old mini games, although the main point that I'm trying to make here is that I would prefer to have a standard board game style like the older Mario Party games had. I could not stand being put in the car in Mario Party 9 and 10 and being dragged around this little board in linear fashion. There was no choice. You couldn't choose to go left or right, up or down. There was no freedom whatsoever. I mean, there was at points, but you didn't get to choose yourself. You had to rely on somebody else who was in the car. And I get that this is a new concept, innovating a game series which has been criticized for its repetitiveness. However, the reason that it was repetitive in the beginning is because that style of gameplay really worked. Why do you think Mario Parties 1 through 8 happened at all? If you didn't see that this style of gameplay was working, you would have probably stopped it after the second or third installment, but no, it kept going until Mario Party 8, and then Nintendo decided, oh, these games are getting criticized by these random review companies about how they're too repetitive and people want something new out of the series. So let's try it with Mario Party 9, shove everybody into a car. And you know what? I respect Nintendo for trying there. I respect them for trying something new, but it did not work, and it was not better than how the style of Mario Party originally was. After Mario Party 9, Nintendo should have realized that this style of gameplay is not what we want from Mario Party, not what the Nintendo fans want from Mario Party. They should have scrapped that from Mario Party 10 and brought it back to the original style, but no, that's not what they did. Fast forward to the Nintendo 3DS Mario Parties, yeah, we got Island Tour, and that was a little bit different, again, trying something new. But by the time Star Rush came out, we should have gotten the shift back to the original style. But the argument for the style change in Star Rush, making everybody roll at once, yeah, it increases the action. Yeah, it kind of does that. But it's not the original way of Mario Party. In my opinion, it just doesn't work as well. I would be okay with it if I found it better than the original, but in my opinion, it's not. Nintendo feels, and this is a pretty interesting and smart philosophy, that they want their games to be more action-based for their on-the-go systems like the Nintendo 3DS. Okay, I understand that. You sort of want Mario Party to be a pick-up-and-play game, but that's not the purpose of Mario Party. When I go to play Mario Party, I want to sit down at my TV, and yes, I will get into that aspect of Mario Party in a second, but I want to sit down for a couple hours and just play Mario Party. Yeah, it's a slow-paced game, but it's a party game. It's meant to be slow-paced. Yeah, it gets action-based near the minigame sections, which Mario Party the Top 100 highlights. It has an entire mode just based on playing minigames. However, it's not the entire aspect of Mario Party, and I would like the board game segment to go along with the minigames, because on their own, the minigames do not suffice as an entire game. They are called minigames for a reason. They're meant for 30 seconds to a minute short burst of fun. They are not meant to carry the game as a whole. That is what the boards combined with the minigames are meant for, and not just one type of board like Mario Party 10's incredibly ridiculous amiibo mode that is just a square. No, multiple boards, creative boards with different traps in them and different directions to go, different ways to go, and pay your 20 coins for a star, with hexes to place on each of the tiles and items to purchase in order for you to gain an advantage over your opponents. But enough about the style of the game. Let's just talk about the system that it's on now. No, I'm not one of those people that says the 3DS should die and any new game made for the 3DS is just bad because it's on the 3DS. Just move it to the Switch already. Nintendo has a great argument when they say that the 3DS is the greatest selling console of this generation, and you cannot argue that. I mean, it's not a home console, but it's sold a significant amount of units, more so than any home console right now. And now, yes, not all of those users are active users, but Nintendo is still trying to push as much software on there as they can to drag out the 3DS for its last few months. And I say last few months because it's been confirmed that Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon are the last Pokemon games on the 3DS, so Pokemon is going to be permanently moving to the Nintendo Switch. And we sort of got that vibe from E3 when it was confirmed that there would be a main series Pokemon game developed for the Nintendo Switch, and it wouldn't release until over a year. However, that still pretty much meant that within 2 years, probably, we would be getting a new main series Pokemon game on the Switch, and then the 3DS would be done. But what does Pokemon have to do with this? Well, Pokemon is the biggest series on the 3DS. Yes, Mario is the biggest Nintendo series, but on the 3DS, the DS systems, Pokemon is king. They rule there. That is their system. That is their yard. So when you see Pokemon, a series that is so reliant on the 3DS that it's released so many games on there, invested so much into it, when you see that series abandoning the 3DS, it's a signal, okay, we're moving from this system, we're making the switch to the Nintendo Switch. So we know that Mario Party the Top 100 is going to be one of the last games releasing on the Nintendo 3DS, but should it have been released on the Switch instead? I think 100% yes. I like giving the 3DS more software on it, you know, before it permanently dies. However, I just think that this software shouldn't be Mario Party the Top 100. Even if this game were to release on the Nintendo Switch, I would probably still like it a lot more because it's on a system that I could play at home and I could play locally with a bunch of people. Yes, I know you can play Mario Party the Top 100 locally. However, it's with 3DSs and you have to use multiple systems, and I mean, yeah, you don't have to buy the game 4 times, but it's just weird to have a bunch of people sitting around in a circle with their 3DSs. Just play it on the TV. Mario Party is made for a home console experience, and as I mentioned in my Will Mario Party the Top 100 be good or bad video, there can be success with a Mario Party on a portable system. However, in my opinion, the best one out of the bunch was Mario Party DS, which is a standard board game Mario Party. Mario Party DS was praised for being really good, taking some of the series roots and implementing it onto a portable system that people could play on the go. So it got one aspect of Mario Party right, the core gameplay. Now, it did not get the system right, but it was nice for Nintendo to try. However, for Nintendo to release 3 Mario Parties on the Nintendo 3DS is kind of insane. The system just doesn't work for Mario Party, and when you don't get the gameplay format correct and you don't get the system correct, it doesn't gel into the greatest game ever, okay? Again, I want to reiterate, I don't want it to sound like I'm ranting so much here, because that's not the entire goal of this video. The goal of this video is to portray what I want in a new Mario Party game, what I would like in a new Mario Party, and why Mario Party the Top 100 was a missed opportunity and should have gone to the Switch. I don't hate the game. However, there are a lot of things about the game that could have been fixed, and very simply. You put the Mario Party on the home console, and you put boards in the Mario Party instead of the fast-paced everybody rolls at once gameplay. This way you would have the traditional style of Mario Party at home that people could just play sitting around for a couple hours like we used to, instead of playing an action-based Mario Party. And yes, while the Nintendo Switch is technically a portable system, nobody's gonna be playing Mario Party on the Nintendo Switch on the go. Are you kidding me? That's not what Mario Party is for. Nintendo thinks you need to engage people more on the 3DS by having the fast-paced gameplay, but you wouldn't have to do that if you put it on the Switch, because it's mostly used as an at-home system, at least for a game style of Mario Party anyway. Nintendo, you've heard the fan outcry. You've heard that people really want Mario Party on the Nintendo Switch, and you've heard that people really want Mario Party to go back to its old gameplay style. So, while you've been giving us what we want for the other games on the Nintendo Switch, like giving us Zelda Breath of the Wild, an incredibly open and expansive game that's innovating the Zelda series, and Super Mario Odyssey, an incredibly open and expansive game that's innovating the Super Mario series, those are incredible games, as well as much more fan service coming to the Nintendo Switch, new IPs, ports of Wii U games that people loved. But now it's time for you to bring that ideology over to some of your other series. I'm talking about bringing Paper Mario back to the RPG style. I'm talking about bringing some Mario sports games to your systems other than golf and tennis. And I'm certainly talking about bringing a Mario Party game to the Nintendo Switch with the old and incredible gameplay style. I'm sorry, but I like Mario Party the Top 100 for the mini games within it and for what they tried to do as fan service, but it's not really that, because it got those two key aspects of Mario Party incorrect. But that's just my opinion. Let me know yours in the comment section below. And if you want to know about how Super Mario Odyssey is going to forever change the games releasing on Nintendo Switch, click the left link on the screen. And if you want to see what I think is the future of the main series Mario games, click the link on the right side of the screen. Remember to like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.